This video is going to walk you through a tour of your WordPress dashboard. Now, the WordPress dashboard is the central location of all the content management features in your WordPress site. You get there by typing into your browser's address bar up here the URL to your WordPress site /wp-admin. Then go ahead and hit enter on your keyboard, and then you're going to be prompted to add your username and password in a little box that pops up here in the center. Then whenever you do that, you're going to be brought to a page that looks similar to this. Now, along the top here is your admin bar, and it has several different links to various parts of your WordPress site. Over on the far left, you've got this icon here for WordPress, and if you hover over that, you get this little drop-down menu. Next to that is the title of your WordPress site and a little house looking thing. If you click on that, or this link here that says visit site, that's going to take you to your main page of your WordPress site. Then next to that, you can access comments. Then next to the comments link, moving to the right, you have the new link where you can add a new post, new media, that's like videos and images and such, new page, and new users. These can also be accessed over here in the far left column, otherwise known as your main menu. But getting back up here to the far right on your admin bar, you have your name or whatever name you're logged in as, and to the right of that is your gravatar or the image that represents this name that you're logged in under. And in this little drop-down box here, you've got a few features. Whenever you hover over your name, that'll take you to your profile page. Likewise with this guy here that says edit my profile, just click on that. It'll take you to the same page. And then here we'll log you out. Now here in the middle, we've got the various modules that can be moved around or even removed by clicking on the Screen Options tab up here at the top right. And by removing the check mark in these boxes, we'll remove these various modules. For example, at a glance, this guy right here, untick that, poof, it's gone. WordPress news, you don't want to know about the news, uncheck that, poof, it's gone. And likewise, you just add the check back into the boxes and they will reappear, just like so. And if we go ahead and click off of the Screen Options tab, you have the Help option over here, and this is page specific. So you can click on this, and this gives you specific information related to the dashboard area. You'll also have this Help tab up here in the top right on these other items here that are specific to that particular item. For example, if we go to the Post page, come on up here to the Help tab, these items here are going to be more related to the Post section when it comes to helping answer any questions. Whatever you see on this Help page here might be different than what you might see on, say, the Appearance page Help section. This is more related to the themes. So now if we take a closer look to the main menu over here on the left, you see the various titles here and the little flyout menu whenever you hover over these items. Being brand new to these, they might not mean a whole lot to you, but you'll get accustomed to them over time. Post, just like it sounds, that's where you add a new post. Now whenever you click on this link here, the flyout menu pops down below that item. And you can still access each and every one of those links just by clicking on them. And then moving on down, we've got media. That's where you can add things like images or video or audio files, pages, comments, and appearance. That's pretty important because that's where you can add and customize the various looks or themes of your WordPress site. Along with that, you have access to various widgets, menus, header, background, and editor. Plugins adds a ton of additional functionality to your WordPress site. Users, that's where you can go in and add additional users or access current users or even access and edit your own profile. Tools, and under settings, a lot of cool stuff in here, but that's the makings of a different video altogether. Now, I also want to mention that you can collapse this menu to where it's just showing those icons that were to the left of the menu items. So if you want more real estate here in the center, go ahead and collapse that. Otherwise, just click on what looks like a little video play button there, and it will expand that back out to full size. And that's a tour of your WordPress dashboard. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day. This video will explain the difference between a WordPress post and a WordPress page. Now, of the two, the post is by far the most important. Now, let's back up to the beginning. The post has been around since WordPress first began, and the page was not introduced until version 1.5 back in 2005. You see, with version 1.5 onward, you could now create static pages like your contact page or your about page that are not part of any blog post. And here's a couple other differences between the two. Pages are a one-off content holder, and posts are a series of content within a WordPress site that can be related to one another or not, but are by default shown in reverse chronological order, meaning the most recent post is at the top and the older posts are below that. And pages can be parents or children of one another, but posts cannot. Posts, however, have tags and categories, but pages do not. And by default, you can use custom page templates, but you can't with posts. Posts have different post types, static, video, audio, depending upon the theme that you're using, and pages do not. And you can create as many different pages as you want, just like posts, and posts show up in your RSS feeds, but pages do not. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video on the differences between your WordPress post and your WordPress page. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a WordPress page. And you do that by logging into the dashboard area of your WordPress site. And if you aren't currently logged in, then you want to put the URL to your WordPress site up here in the browser bar, followed by a /wp-admin, hitting enter on your keyboard. Then a box for your login credentials will pop up. Enter that stuff, click on login. Then once you're logged in, come over to the left main menu, and when you hover over the pages link, you're going to get this little flyout menu that lists all pages or add new. Now if you click on all pages or the pages link here, they'll take you to the same page, which is a list of all the pages that you've already published or those that you've started to publish but are currently in the draft stage. But right now, let's check out the Add New tab, which brings us to the page editor, where you can enter a title and the content for the body for your page. And you can add content here in both visual or text. The text option basically just shows you the text version, like the source code version of what you've entered in the visual, if you're going to work that way. Totally up to you how you enter the information. And you've got a few other options up here in screen options that will show more or less features on your editor page. If we just check that out, I'll show you. You can toggle on or off various features, and they'll automatically show up or be removed if you enter those checks in those boxes. You see here now you've got discussion where you can toggle on or off to allow comments or trackbacks and pingbacks. And I think I'm just going to leave those off for demonstration purposes. And click on that to close it up. And you've got a page-specific help section for your Add New Page page. And let's go ahead and add a title up here. And of course, this should be related to the body of your page as well. And you'll see that you've got various formatting options here that are pretty much the same as other document creation programs. I'm going to go ahead and copy some content from a Word document and paste that in here by using the keyboard shortcut keys on my Windows operating system. It's holding the Control key down on my keyboard and hitting the letter V as in Victor to paste that in here. Now whenever you do this from a Word document, then it's automatically going to copy in all of the formatting. So you can see here that's the link and the bold text, and we can see that further by checking out the source code by clicking on the text tab. You can see it's got all the source code for the links and the bolding. But if I didn't want that, if I just wanted to be pasted in the body area here in plain text mode, then let's go ahead and delete this. Then I would paste that content using this button here to paste as text. Go ahead and click on that. You get this that'll pop up one time saying that from now on, everything that you paste in here, whenever this mode is toggled on, will be done so in plain text mode. In other words, it's going to strip out all that formatting. Go and click on OK. And you can see that it's toggled on because of the little border around there. Now it's toggled off. Now it's toggled on. And I'm going to paste that same content in here. Only now it's done so in plain text mode. And if we check that out using the text tab, you can see that all that formatting is gone. Now you can add formatting just by selecting whatever you want to format and then just choose from the appropriate formatting option up here. And if you wanted to add some type of media like an image or a video or an audio file, then you do that by simply putting the cursor in the body area of wherever you want that media to be added. Come on up here and click on Add Media. Then you can select from existing media, or you can upload media from your computer, or you can insert that media from a URL, or you can simply drag and drop that media right into here like so. And you can tell what media is going to be added to that post by the check mark up here in the top right corner of that item. Then simply click on Insert into Page, and there it is. And you can format this further by simply selecting the image and choosing whatever formatting option you want up here. Now over here to the right, you've got your Publish module, where you can either move it to the trash can or you can publish it. You also have some other options here where you can save it to draft. You can change the visibility option from everybody being able to see it to making it, for example, password protected or private so nobody can see it. And if you make a change here, be sure to click on OK for that change to take. And you can also change the publication time from immediate to some point in the future. If you change any of this stuff here, click on OK, then this Publish button will change from Publish to Schedule. Then you would just click on the Schedule button to schedule that future publication automatically. We'll click on Cancel. Now here below the Publish module, you've got Page Attributes, where you can make this page a child of an existing page or the default a parent page. And you also have the ability to use various templates, either those that come with the theme by default or those that you've created yourself and added to this theme. They will all be shown here in the template drop-down area. And you can also change the order in which this particular published page would show up in the menu area. And once you have everything set up the way that you like, click on Publish, and you have the ability to view the page here, or here, or here. You can even preview any changes that you make before it's actually taken place. You have the option to view this before it's even published by clicking the link that was here prior to us publishing it. And if you do make any changes, you can see here where the Publish button has changed to Update. Let's take a look at our newly published page. This is how it looks. And that'll bring us to the end of this video on how to create a WordPress page. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a WordPress post. So let's do that by logging into our dashboard area. And if you haven't done that before, just put the URL to your WordPress site up here in the address bar of your browser, followed by a /wp-admin, hit your enter key, and a box will pop up asking for your login credentials. Then over here on the left-hand side of your page in the main menu column, go ahead and hover over Posts, and you'll have this flyout menu that shows All Posts, Add New Posts, Categories, and Tags. The categories and tags is where you can go in and add or edit existing categories or tags. Just another way in which you can organize your posts. Now the all posts, which you can get to also by just simply clicking on the post link here in the main menu, is a list of all of your published posts, those posts that you've saved as drafts to come back later and finish and publish, as well as those that you've scheduled to publish in the future. And I'll cover that more in detail here in just a second. But for now, let's go ahead and check out the Add New link, which takes us to the post editor. Now right up here, you want to enter your title. This should be keyword rich and of course related to the content in the body area. Then you enter the content for the body. Now you can do this a couple of different ways. You can just go ahead and start typing away and use the formatting options that you may be familiar with, because these are also found in several other document creation programs where you can bold or italicize, underline, change the text color, change the text size, and so on. And for that matter, if you wanted a distraction-free work area, you can click on this icon here and everything's going to go bye-bye except just your work area. And if you want the formatting options to come back, just hover your mouse up here to the top of the page. And if you want to go back to the default editor page, just click on the Exit Full Screen link in the top left corner. Now, as far as adding the content, besides just typing away, you can also copy it from an outside source and paste it in this area, just like I'm about to do now. Now I just copied some content from a Word document, and to paste that in here and to keep all the formatting options from that original Word document, just go ahead and paste this. Now I'm in a Windows operating system, so to use the keyboard shortcuts, I hold down the Control key and hit the letter V as in Victor. If you're using a Mac, then it's a different keystroke combination to be able to paste your content in the body area. As you can see, the link has been kept, the bold formatting and everything. Now to further demonstrate that, right now we're in the Visual tab. Let me show you the Text tab, and you can see the text or the source code of what was entered in the Visual tab, which would include the HTML source code for those formatting options. And you can do the same thing in the Text tab by just clicking on these formatting options here. Now, as you can see, these formatting options available to you here are a little bit limited compared to those available to you in the Visual tab. Now, if you wanted to add media, like maybe an image or a video or an audio file, then simply place the cursor wherever you want that to be added, and then click on the Add Media link here. Select from the items available to you in the current media library, or you can add media from an outside source by uploading the file from your computer or inserting it from a URL, or you can simply drag and drop that from your computer into the WordPress media library. Now, automatically, the item that you dragged and dropped into here or added is going to have the check mark there, and that's the item that's going to be added to your post. You can change that by simply selecting one of the other items. And you can further edit it from within the media library here, or just click on Insert into Post in the lower right corner. Now, you can also select that item for further formatting, or just leave it as it is. Now, over here on the right, let me move up to the top here first. You've got these screen options where you can add additional features to work with here in your editor page by simply adding a checkbox or removing the checkbox. And that tags option, for example, is added or removed by simply adding or removing the checkbox. Just like the discussion option is available with the checkbox there, which allows you to either allow or disallow visitors from adding comments or trackbacks and pingbacks to take place on this particular post. Go ahead and click on that to close it up, and you have some help options directly related to the Add New Post page right here. Now, below that is the Publish module, which allows you to preview this post prior to publication, allows you to save it as a draft for you to come back later and finish it up and then publish it by clicking on the Publish button here, or you can even schedule it to be published at a future date by clicking on Edit, choosing the date here, clicking on OK. Let me go ahead and move this to, say, tomorrow, then click on OK. Then the Publish button will change to a Schedule button. You simply now click on this to schedule this for future publication, and that will happen automatically. Let's go and put this back to where it was. Oh, and the visibility by default, as soon as you publish it, everybody's going to be able to see it. But you can click on Edit to change that to a password protected post or a private post where nobody can see it but you, or you can even check this box here to stick this post to the top of the front page. Now, since all posts are shown on your WordPress site in reverse chronological order, meaning the most recent post is at the top of your post page and your older posts fall below those, well, with this box checked and you clicking on OK, as soon as you publish this, this post will remain at the very top of that reverse chronological list, and all future posts will show up below that until you come back in here and untick that box, click on OK, and then update. And you can also move this to trash as well. And below the Publish module, we have the various post formats, which are theme specific. Some themes will have this many, some themes may even have more. For example, this theme is not showing the chat format, and you have the categories and the tags, as I mentioned before, are simply ways in which you can organize your posts into different groups. So let's go ahead and publish this and see what it looks like. And you can view that by clicking on View Post above the title or View Post below the title. They'll take you to the same spot. And here is our post. Let's go and back up here for a second, and I want to show you that if you were to make any edits on this post after it's been published, you would then just come on over here and click on Update for that edit to take place. And you can preview those changes of that edit before you do click on the update as well. And that brings us to the end of this video on how to create a WordPress post. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.